Few things are as liberating as your foremost set of wheels. But what makes the perfect car for an enthusiastic teenager? Of course, in a flawless world, you also want one that's safe and well-equipped, with the practicality you need and hopefully a bit of style and driving fun thrown in. Is that too much to ask? You'll want something cheap to run, safe, well-equipped, and stylish. Here are our top 5 preferences of cars that suit this account flawlessly. The costs of purchasing and running a car can be steep, so the best way to maximize how far your money goes is to choose one that's good value, reliable, economical, and cheap to insure. While many first-time car buyers will focus on used cars, some new cars can be found reasonably priced, particularly when financed through a PCP deal. Number 1. Volkswagen UP. We consider that Volkswagen UP is such a good small car that the auto was continuously awarded the City Car of the Year title for 4 years, from 2017 to 2020. While it no longer holds this particular title, it is still a solid choice as a first car. The key to the UP's attraction is its low price. Plus, all frames sit in Insurance Group 1 or lower except for the hot GTI model. The only engine offered in the standard petrol models is a 1.0-liter 3-cylinder which produces 64 bhp and should return more than 50 mpg. Despite being cheap to buy and run, the UP doesn't skimp on safety. All brand new models get electronic stability control, multiple airbags, and a multi-function front-facing camera. Interior quality also defies the budget price, with brand new models with air conditioning and a standard DAB radio with Bluetooth connectivity. The UP, with its small dimensions, makes it easy to drive and park, and actually fun too. And while the engine is only a small unit, it doesn't feel too strained when making the occasional motorway trip. There's even the option of the fully electric VW UP, if you would prefer a zero-emission car. It offers up to 159 miles of battery range and the same level of quality as the petrol car, but does command a higher price. Number 2. Hyundai i10. The Hyundai i10 is another car that models in Insurance Group 1. It has brazen looks, 5-door expediency, and is affordable to operate. Inside, the i10 displays how far Hyundai has come over the decades. It's one of the posher-feeling small autos, with short of the susceptible metal you overlook to find in budget hatchbacks. Sure, it's a small car, but it creates most of the interior space it does have. You'll get 4 adults inside at a squeeze. Additionally, you'll get a few bags of shopping in the boot. The Hyundai's small size has a bunch of benefits. It's effortless to drive, aided by its light controls and tight turning circle, and you'll have no pain getting it parked. It even pivots comfortably for a small car. Hyundai has carried a negligibly bolder approach to the latest i10 styling, and while it is still not the most stunning car out there, it does look much more pungent than before. The latest i10 features a full array of safety kits included, as standard across the spectrum. However, if you want features such as climate control, a rear-view camera, or even front fog lights, you must opt for the premium or N-line trims, which command a higher price. Insurance should prove pretty affordable across the i10 range, with the different variants ranging between insurance groups 3 to 10. No matter which i10 you choose, you will get the brand's 5-year unlimited mileage warranty as standard. Number 3. Skoda City Go. The Skoda City Go is a tiny car that senses like a big car. It's small, but its chiseled looks and clumpy body mean it doesn't have the thin impression of some small cars. Monte Carlo instances look like hot hatches, but sidestep the high running costs. It does not feel as small as its competitors on the interior either. You'll spot noticeably more space between you and your front seat passenger than in Choices, and the same goes for your pals in the back. Even the boot is moderately large. It's small, but its chiseled looks and clumpy body mean it doesn't have the thin impression of some small cars. Monte Carlo instances look like hot hatches. To get the most affordable insurance possible, you must go for the basic 60 PS model, which deems politely nippy around town. Gratitude to the City Go's lightweight. That enunciated, fast motorway surpasses are out of the question. But at least the Skoda is silent on a cruise. Number 4. Nissan Micra. The Nissan Micra's light controls have made it a popular choice with driving schools. But this latest model adds a new quality to the mix: desirability. Yes, the latest Micra's sharp styling means this is a small car you might purchase instead of just learning to drive in. The Micra is a small car rather than a city auto like the VW Up or Toyota Aygo. So it has extra interior space for adults and a boot that'll manage more than some shopping bags. The interior is also smart, and all models come with air conditioning. The Micra is great if you're looking for a small, brilliant car on long drives. Its cabin is quiet at speed, and the suspension accomplishes a fine job of buffing out bumps in the road. If you want to authorize Group 1 insurance, the sole stipulation is that you must go for a second-hand car equipped with the old 71 PS petrol engine. Number 5. Hyundai Kona. A compact SUV might not be the most obvious choice for a new driver, but the Hyundai Kona is an exception. It's been around since 2017, and an all-new replacement is due this year. But the current version is still fighting fit, thanks to its refined road manners, strong safety kit, and a choice of hybrid engines or fully electric drive. Powered by an electric motor and a 1.6-liter petrol engine, the hybrid can achieve an impressive 57.6 mpg. But more pertinent for new drivers are its low insurance costs. The Kona Hybrid falls into Insurance Group 8, which is lower than a Vauxhall Corsa, and considering its feature-rich interior and grown-up feel, it's worth a look. One of the biggest obstacles for new drivers to overcome is sky-high insurance costs. As a new driver, your shortage of experience will add to you in the regard of an insurer. If you can keep out of trouble for 12 months, you will accrue a no-claims discount, giving you a percentage reduction on your premium. If you continue not making insurance claims, this discount will only grow over the years. Some finance deals include free insurance, although this usually raises the monthly payments drastically. One way of boosting a no-claims discount is to fit your car with an insurer-approved black box. This electronic device plugs into your car's electronics and monitors your driving, and you and your insurer can review your performance to see how and where you can improve. Return a good score, and the insurer can further reduce your payments. Some parents will be able to buy their children their first car, and if you're in that enviable situation, you'll likely want to buy the safest car possible. You need to find the cars with the highest Euro NCAP safety rating. The higher the score for a car, the safer it is. Still, buying a new car rather than an old second-hand one will mean it's inherently safer because it will feature the most up-to-date safety equipment. This could include more advanced systems such as autonomous emergency braking and lane keeping assist, allowing the car's systems to intervene in an emergency and avoid a collision. We'd recommend going for a petrol car over a diesel. There aren't many small diesel cars on sale anyway, and you'll only reap the benefit of their better fuel consumption if you do lots of motorway miles, which is unlikely if you're an inexperienced driver. It's better to go for a small petrol, and if the option of stop-start is available, that should help reduce running costs even more. While the experience of the engine cutting out when you put the car in neutral might be unnerving at first, you'll soon get into the habit of saving fuel and making your money go further. Alternatively, if your budget allows, an increasing number of smaller hybrid models are going on sale. These cars use a petrol engine and electric motors to lower fuel consumption and emissions, meaning that you could save on running costs and tax, all while reducing your carbon footprint. Suppose you're looking at a hybrid car. It is substantial to determine that there are distinct types of hybrids, which have benefits and drawbacks depending on how you use them. If you choose to go all-electric, there are some small, easy-to-drive models to pick from. However, expenses for electric cars are still loftier than their petrol, diesel, and hybrid peers in most cases, so insurance premiums could also be a lot loftier. Figure it perfectly though, and the fuel and tax savings could help to offset this. It is, of course, influential to make sure you can live with an electric car, such as having the space for a home charger. Other highlights to look out for when buying a car for a new driver include light steering, good visibility, a responsive engine and brakes, user-friendly controls, and a positive gear shift. These will help new drivers build confidence during their time behind the wheel. So, which one are you gonna pick? Are you getting your hands on something affordable like the cars mentioned? Or is it something more powerful and pricey just to flex? Comment if you think we missed any of your favorite and affordable autos. Until then, adios!